On today's live daily news, the Nasworthy Sewer Project has been approved, a San Angelo man in his 30s is getting 30, and an update on the ongoing murder trial in San Angelo. Plus, Terror for Two with the San Angelo State Parks joins the show to talk about their 100-year celebration. All this plus more, I'm James Bellini, and this is Live. But first, during heartbreaking times of loss, don't let funeral homes overcharge you to honor your loved ones. Two locally owned funeral homes, Robert Madsey and Harper Funeral Homes, offer obituaries on San Angelo Live. Other media sites, likely that old newspaper, could charge you $200, $300, or $400. Here at San Angelo Live is a low price of $30. Plus, what happens when you're done with the paper? It likely goes in the trash. Here at San Angelo Live, obits last forever and are there at the click of a button. So make sure when thinking of who to call, remember those who support local. That's Robert Massey Funeral Home and Harper Funeral Home. Give them a call today. We start the show with some exciting news. The San Angelo City Council on Tuesday approved completion of the Lake Nasworthy sewer line project. Once complete, the $44 million project will increase the sewage capacity from 500,000 gallons to 2.5 million gallons a day. The main reason for the improvement? Well, of course, to keep things moving towards the airport. Short term, the council is speculating on developing an industrial park and at least one hotel out there. Details aren't 100% clear right now, but with this move, big things could be coming out by the lake. While we're on the subject of subdivisions and new buildings, the enclave at Twin Oaks is well underway with the extension of Clearview Drive in Southland. There are currently 8 new homes for sale on Canyon Rim and the extension of Silver Spur. The enclave at Twin Oaks will add about 100 new homes to the Southland area, and at one point, Coral Way should connect across the Red Arroyo. Downtown, a San Angelo man was in court today for a plea deal that sentenced him to prison for shooting 2 people. 32-year-old Jason Michael Lujan took a plea deal today, and according to court documents, in July 2021, San Angelo police responded to the 300 block of North Bell Street regarding 2 shooting victims. Lujan had fled the scene, but was stopped near Shiloh Street. He told investigators that someone had come out of the residence and tried starting a fight with one of the women he was with. The man then reached behind his back, which caused Lujan to pull out his gun and shoot the man, while another man who had come out of the house. Lujan believed the man was going to produce a gun, but a gun was never found at the location or on the victim. In exchange for a guilty plea, Lujan was sentenced to 30 years in prison. If you've been on the Tom Green County website recently, you've probably noticed a lot of individuals who were arrested by the Reynolds County Sheriff's Office. About 10 individuals were all brought in from Reynolds County, and it left some questions. Well, we here at San Angelo Live reached out to the Reynolds County Sheriff, who told us their jail's communication board basically burnt out, and the guards couldn't speak with inmates in their cells. In the name of inmate safety, Tom Green County, Taylor, and Coleman County all took in some inmates while Reynolds County works on their jail, and it should be up and running early next week. After all, inmates are people too. And finally, a ton of details came out of witnesses and experts during day 2 of the Park 2400 trial. Matt Trammell will get to that in a second, but first, tonight at Shenanigans, the 100-man San Angelo group will be hosting a charity night for military organizations. This will be the perfect chance to give back to the Texas Veterans for Veterans Group, U.S. Naval Sea Cadet Corps, and others. Happy hour starts at 5, with presentations kicking off at 6 p.m. It'll be a great time for a good cause, so go to 3250 Sherwood Way today. We'll see you there. And now here's Matt Trammell with the biggest story of the day.
Day 2 of the Park 2400 murder trial kicked off on Tuesday morning with a ton of intense and gruesome details. It started with 3 San Angelo police officers all telling their own part of what happened. The first officer was the responding officer to the Penny Tap House that night. He described the scene that featured a pool of blood, a gold ring from the deceased Jason Garvey, and a tissue with his blood on it. The second officer was the one at Shannon. He was the investigating officer that spoke with witnesses. During his testimony, he confirmed that because he got contradicting statements from the people on scene, he could not 100% confirm what had happened. The third was a CSI detective who photographed everything from the night. Her photos left the jury in shock, with some showing Garvey's deceased corpse and a blood-filled Corvette. After lunch, the doctor who performed Garvey's autopsy took the stand. Her testimony revealed that Garvey died from a lack of oxygen to the brain. She claimed it was a result of blunt force trauma. But were there any other contributing factors? Defense attorney Ray Leifeste believes so. He got the doc to reveal that at the time of his death, Garvey was high on cocaine, as well as drunk by more than 4 times the legal limit. This case will continue in the morning, so make sure you check back on San Angelo Live all week. Also, for a more detailed report, look back at the articles that have come out so far today. We're dedicating this week to the trial, and because of that, it's the biggest story of the day.
Truck Month, Truck Month, Truck Month. You've been asking for it, and it's finally here. It's Truck Month, and we have huge savings on all cars and trucks, including F-150s. Low interest rates which make for low payments, and the best selection we've seen in years. Don't wait, hurry on down to Jim Bass Ford, Houston Hart at Arden Road, or shop 24/7 at bassbunch.com.
Texas Tech University suspended head basketball coach Mark Adams on Sunday after Adams allegedly used speech towards a player that was, according to Texas Tech, inappropriate, unacceptable, and racially insensitive. Apparently, Adams was coaching one of the student athletes last week and quoted scripture to a player with the intent to help the player be more coachable. After Adams found out that what he said bothered the player, Adams addressed the team to explain the context of the situation. Athletic Director Kirby Hocutt learned of the conversation and immediately suspended Adams to conduct a thorough investigation into Adams' treatment of his staff and the team. Assistant coach Corey Williams has been named interim head coach for the Big 12 tournament. In other sports news, the San Angelo Central Bobcats baseball team heads to Lubbock this weekend for tournament play against several teams around the state. Their first game is on Thursday, and they play 4 games total throughout the weekend. The Lakeview Chiefs play Slayton in Big Spring on Thursday before traveling to Midland on Friday for games against Midland Greenwood, Midland High's Junior Varsity, and Lamesa. Be sure to tune in around 4 p.m. on Friday for our special edition of Cover 1. We will announce the all Cover 1 basketball teams for the boys and girls around the Concho Valley for this season.
This month only, mix and match cleaning and disinfecting services and save big with Carpet. For example, get your carpet clean, save 10%. Get your carpet and tile clean, save 15%. Or get your carpet and tile and air ducts clean, save 20%. Call Carpet Tech today, 325-735-5142.
If your home is in a wreck, call Carpet Tech, yeah.
And welcome back to the show. Joining me today is a wonderful guest from the San Angelo State Park, and that would be Tara Fattough.
Yes.
And you are the lead interpreter out there.
Yeah, or the only. There's
the
only
only
yeah,
interpreter out at the state park. Thanks for coming back. Glad to have you.
Glad to be here.
And this is an exciting day for the state park, and it's going to be in Saturday after next on the 18th.
Yes.
Because what are y'all doing then?
The better thing is, what are we not doing? So everything's going to run. Essentially, everything except for one event is going to run from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Okay.
Everything in between that, between those hours, our Chaparral Pavilion down on the south side is going to be a central location.
Okay.
So there, we're going to have Intro to Mountain Biking with the San Angelo Bicycle Association.
Right.
You do need to bring your own bike, but you don't have to have like the most high-tech bike, just something to learn the basics. And then we also have our game wardens coming out with the Operation Game Thief trailer.
Yeah.
Smokey Bear with the Texas Indian Forest Service, teaching about fire safety. Our ASU Geology Department is going to have a table set up there to look at some cool rocks and minerals.
All right.
Our Skins and Skulls table with our Friends group. The Friends group will be out there with like a kind of mobile gift shop, I guess, if you want to say. So if you want to buy something, a t-shirt, sticker, they'll be out there. Skins and Skulls. I'm trying to think of everything. There's 15 events altogether.
15 events.
Yeah.
Okay. And we'll go back down the list to make sure we didn't list anything in just a minute. But this is all for the 100th, the centennial anniversary of Texas State Parks.
Yes.
But you were saying San Angelo State Park hadn't been around that long.
No, it's only been established as a state park for 27 years.
27 years.
So We're just, mid-teen.
It's kind of. I've been around long enough that I was out there before it was a state park, and it's a beautiful place. Love going out there. But on the 18th, you've got all these events, and it's for kids of all ages.
Yeah, kids, adults, anyone that wants to come out. If you want to learn a new hobby, this would be a great time to come. We're also doing fishing with the ranger, canoeing. If you have a horse, our friends group is going to do a guided trail ride up to Macy's grave on the hunting areas.
Right.
Let's see, what else? Our Permian tracks, where the geology department's also going to do 2 hikes at 10 a.m. and then another one at 12 p.m.
Okay.
For that.
That's really interesting to me. I mean, I've been out there several times, and the Permian tracks are something to see. It's real. It's a part of the past, and it's right there in stone. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, and we're one of only, I think, 4 locations in the entire world that have them. So they're really rare. They predate dinosaurs, so a lot of times it's easy to say dinosaur tracks just because that kind of gets the general attention. But yeah, they're actually whenever Pangea was a giant mega continent, and
it's math.
Everything was swampy human
so
lands.
long ago. But it's neat to see that that part of the park, and that's up on the north end, the equestrian end, where there's horseback riding, but there's also miles and miles of trails.
Yeah, ridiculous.
And then on the south end, where the pavilion is, where all the activity is going to be, you've also got the lake, and that's where the longhorns and bison are.
Yes. Yeah, so we're only showing them, they might still hang around the fence line for a while, but that's only the bison longhorn viewing. It's only going to run from 10 to 12.
Okay.
Just because the heat makes it hard to keep them up, staying up at the front.
But that's something you do on a regular basis. Is that every Saturday?
It's the second Saturday of every month.
Second Saturday of every month. Okay.
Sometimes we'll try to feed them still at the same times other Saturdays, but just staff-wise, it's a little hard to keep it consistent. So, but for sure, every second Saturday of the month, and starting in April, the second Saturday, so that one's going to be posted on our Facebook as an official event. It'll be moved to 9 a.m. because of the time change and the heat and everything.
And time changes this Sunday.
Yes.
So, is there anything else on the list that we missed? I mean, every activity that you can possibly do out at the state park, you can do on the 18th.
So that evening, Angelo Astronomy is going to come out for a star party at 7:30 p.m.
Even star watching that night.
So. We won't be able to see the Milky Way just because we're so close to town, but we'll still get to see some cool constellations. Andy Oliver is the president. He comes out. He does a great job. So it'll be at the amphitheater. Again, that's also a free event. So just come out to the park on the 18th, and you'll find something.
Once you get in the gate. Now, are you charging to get in the gate still?
No. On the 18th.
The 18th
it's completely free. Yeah, it's a free day in the park. Yeah.
You won't find a deal like that. There's so much great stuff to do out there. We were talking earlier. You've got some jobs that are available.
Yeah.
And it's all I can do not to go apply for one to work out there full time.
Yeah. If anyone is interested, it's some of our maintenance positions and a custodian position. It's all should be posted on the CAPS website. So if you go to the jobs tab on the Texas Parks and Wildlife, it'll take you over. But yeah, we're looking for some great candidates. It's a great place to work. Great team.
Fantastic. And we've got most of these events posted on our website, on our events. But you've also got Facebook and your website, right?
Yeah. So Facebook and Instagram, they should all be posted there now. You can also check our events tab, so it'll say like our 100-year celebration on the website, and then click that and it'll break it down to the event. And then I'll also post a picture of the full schedule on Facebook, so it's all in one spot too.
Great. That is fantastic. And if we missed anything, make sure and go to the Facebook page for the San Angelo State Park.
Yes.
Great. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And we'll do this again.
Yes.
All right. Tara Fattough, San Angelo State Park. Back to you guys.
When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Kano stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Kano's at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo.
Thank you, Yantis. Thank you, Tara. It's awesome to have you in here. Can't wait for the 100-year celebration. Go ahead and like us on social media. Get the app if you want. I'm James Bellini. We're here every day at 4. This has been live.